right, guys. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the roadmap to success. So here's kind of what my journal looks like, and as we go, I'll kind of talk about it. But here is today's journal, and this is what it kind of looks like. The first quote that I want to start off with today, because it kind of is going to hit every topic that we're talking about, is a quote from Earl of Chesterfield. And here it is. It's, know the value of time, snatch, seize, and enjoy every moment of your time. No idleness, no delay, no procrastination, and never put off until tomorrow what you can do today. So what I kind of want to start with is we come back to because I said I would. So if you watched yesterday's journal, because I said I would, basically that's meaning we uphold our commitment to this team. We made a promise to commit to the team. We made a promise to outwork our opponents. We made a promise to do whatever it takes to be successful. And a lot of times we just go through the motion, or what comes out of our mouth isn't what we actually do. If you say that you are going to do something, you commit. Because I said I would. So when you wrote those words down on your journal yesterday, because I said I would, that is your commitment. We don't just say stuff. Your word is your word, and your word should mean everything. You don't want anybody to say, oh, well, she always says that she's going to do stuff and never does. Because first of all, everybody's going to know. Second of all, what you put in is what you get out. So if you put in nothing and you say you're going to work hard but you don't, guess what? Your batting average is going to be low. You say you're going to lift weights, guess what? You're going to be the weakest one on the team if you don't. What you put in to you and to this team is what we are going to get out. So because you said you would, you are going to work hard. You're going to put the team first. You are going to have a plan. You are going to set goals, and you're going to have a schedule. Because I said I would. So today's lesson or entry or whatever you want to call it is going to be on goals, scheduling, prioritizing. How do we make all this work? You're getting to an age where you've got to take responsibility, and your life can get crazy with volleyball. Your life gets crazy with school. Your life gets crazy with your friends and softball. And how do we get it all together? How am I going to focus every day on what I have to do and maintain balance? Because if you just do softball, you're going to get burned out. If you just always do softball, then you could injure yourself. If you don't focus on your family, your life gets out of whack. If you don't lean on your family, you might not have support. You might be lonely. If you don't spiritually, there's all different parts that we have to schedule in to our daily lives, and we don't do it in a balance, then we kind of get a little bit crazy and we can't fit it all in, and our life gets chaotic and crazy, and we can't do everything that we have to do in a day. So remember, when you said, because I said I would, you said you would commit to goals, and you said you would commit to scheduling. So what we're going to kind of call this is the road to Cali. We're going to basically create a map, because Cali is where PGF's going to be, and that's where we want to end. We want to end first in Cali. We want to be the best 07 team that there is. So what I did was I created the United States of America right here. Here's Cali. So our road to Cali right here. That's where we want to be at the end. All these roads, that's going to lead to Cali. So all the roads can be practices. All the roads can be workouts. All the roads can be analysis, video analysis, meeting your goals, all that good stuff. There are thousands of roads in the United States. We're going to have lots of practices. We're going to have lots of video analysis. We're going to have lots of journal entries, and all those are ways that we're just climbing up to Cali. Okay? We're just climbing up. Every day at the end of the day, we took a different road to Cali. Every day at the end of the day, our tanks are empty on our journey to Cali. So you give everything you've got on that day. You leave your tank empty. You wake up the next day and we start a new road on our journey to Cali. You get 24 hours in a day. Okay, you get 24 hours to better yourself. Okay, you got school, you got family, you got softball, you got friends, you have your spiritual journey. You have all those things that you have to create time for because we want balance. We want balance in our life. We want all part of our life to be balanced so we can be the best that we can be for ourselves and for our team. And what you do with those hours in the day, what you schedule, what you do, how much effort you put into those hours has to be better than your opponents. It has to be better than any 12U team, any 12U athlete in the country. We have to prioritize better. We have to practice better. We have to goal set better. We've got to work harder than any 12U team out there. And the only way that that's going to happen is if we have structure, if we have a plan, if we have, what are we going to do today? How am I going to outperform my opponents? How am I going to leave my tank empty today and outperform my opponents? Every night, you have to ask yourself that question. Did I get better today in all parts of my life? You're going to hit mountains. You're going to hit water. You're going to hit curves. You're going to hit bumps in this journey to Cali, but you must keep going. You stick to the process. You stick to the schedule. You create your goals. Every night, you create a schedule. You create structure, and we will get there. You just have to trust it. You have to trust the process. You have to keep moving forward, and you have to leave your tank empty every night. So we have goal setting. We have prioritizing, okay? We have scheduling. Those are the things. They are crucial to our success. Each and every one of you, every single night, have to schedule. You have to be goal-oriented, and you have to prioritize your life. If we want to get to the top, that's what we have to do. We want to create structure. We don't want our day to be crazy, chaotic, and leave that night or that day with still gas in our tank. We want to be on empty, right? We want to get better. We want to create structure. We don't want it to be crazy. Because if we trust this process of goal setting, prioritizing, our reality will come into dreams. We will be PGF champs. But you have to stay on path. You have to keep moving. You have to goal set. You have to schedule. Every day, we must complete what I call the big three. So the big three, that's going to be prioritize our bucket list. I'm going to kind of talk about the bucket list in a minute. So we want to prioritize our bucket list. Number 2, we want to create a schedule of the next day before you go to bed on what we have to do to fill our buckets. So I want you to create a schedule at night. And 3, you're going to complete each task or each thing on your schedule that you said you were going to complete. So the big 3, prioritize your buckets, create a schedule for the next day, and complete the task you set out to complete. Those are your big 3s. So you're asking, what's a bucket? Coach, I don't know what a bucket is. So your buckets are your priorities in your life. What's most important to you? What must we do every day to ensure that we meet our goals? Okay, what's important to you? We have to take time every day in our lives to fill our buckets, to create balance, and to create success. So your buckets, You have a spiritual bucket. What are you going to do for yourself spiritually? Number 2 is going to be your family. Your family is the most important. They are your backbone. They're there to support you. They will help you along this journey. They will be there with you on days that I can't. If I tell you, hey, look, I need you to go hit, or I need you to go pitch, I need you to go lift weights, I need you to do this, they're there. They make a huge commitment too. So you got to create time for your family. Schoolwork's most important, guys. That's what's going to get you an education. That's what's going to get you a college degree. And that's what's going to make you money one day. I expect A's in your classroom. You get A's in your classroom, you get A's on the softball field. So school. And the last one, number 4, is softball. You've got to put in work softball every day. Whether it's video analysis, whether it's skills, whether it's your mental game, whether it's strength and conditioning, we have got to make ourselves better every day. Because I guarantee you, people are out there to get you. Okay? People talk about us. People want to come after us. You got to do the best that you can do for yourself and for your team every single day. Don't waste a day not getting better in some area, mentally, physically, strength, speed, whatever we've got scheduled for that day. And I'm going to give you those every day. It might not be a lot, but I expect you to do it. Your blast motion. We've got to see progress. And if we fill those buckets, so you've got 4 buckets every night before you go to bed, I want you to schedule your day in your journal. And I want you to say, I'm filling my spiritual bucket. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this for my family bucket. I'm going to do this for my school bucket. And I'm going to do this for my softball bucket. You've got to set out time every day. If you don't put it on your calendar, you're not going to do it. I need you to put it on your calendar. I need you to complete it. This is your journey. This is your roadmap to success. We're moving forward. We're leaving our tanks empty every single day, and there's only one way to achieve it. Structure, goal setting, scheduling. You've got to do it every day. Take 10, 15, 20 minutes every night before you go to bed and ask yourself, how am I going to fill my buckets today? How am I going to get better? I'll send a lot of information to you. Add that to your buckets. We got to keep ourselves strong. We got to keep ourselves balanced. We got to keep ourselves focused. We got to keep ourselves dialed in so we can get better every day. You guys are good, and I'm super, super, super excited because you know what? We're savages on a mission for destruction because we said we would, because I said I would. The road to Cali starts here, guys, and I'm super, super, super excited. So